Aloha. My name is Dr. Pat Borman, and I'm here to talk to you about care for the caregivers in a talk called Compassion and Caring. I work with the Hawaii Pacific Neuroscience Company, and I run their Memory Disorders Center. We specialize in the care of patients and families living with chronic and progressive neurodegenerative diseases, including Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease, Huntington's, and amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. Our focus is on care because these illnesses do not yet have a cure. Care focuses on comfort, on safety, and managing complications. We support caregivers with education and anticipatory guidance and help them recognize the many community resources offered to help them. Hawaii Pacific Neuroscience offers a clinical research program that is searching for enhanced therapies and cures for these illnesses. Our patients can participate in research and participate in the opportunity to advance science. So today we're going to talk about caregiving, and as an introduction, I want to consider three important points. I want each and every one of us to recognize that at some point we will need help. As they say, no man is an island. And I also want to emphasize that it is okay to accept care. We aren't meant to be able to do everything all the time. And if we look at the human experience, caregiving is universal. I always think about the circle of life, and at the beginning of the circle, when we have a newborn, we know those babies need lots of help. And family and parents and friends gather around and support that baby and help them grow into an active, healthy adult. And the same is true at the opposite end of the life cycle. As we age, as we become weaker and lose some independence, it's very common that we will need some help. And that can be hard to accept, but it's very, very important. So what is caregiving? Well, caregiving is a universal human experience. And Rosalind Carter said it very well. She said, there are only 4 types of people: those who have been caregivers, those who are currently caregivers, those who will be caregivers, and those who need caregivers. So this just emphasizes that we are here to help one another and the importance of accepting help. So what is caregiving? Caregiving can involve helping with daily needs, such as scheduling transportation, shopping, getting the household taken care of. It can also involve cooking, cleaning, and caregiving can also mean personal help, such as help with dressing, with bathing, with grooming. And in caregiving, there's a lot of feelings that come to the surface. This is part of the human experience, and it is part of what makes caregiving hard work. So let's look at the emotions and coping and faith. Feelings come up. The caregiver's feelings and the person needing care, their feelings are important too. And the feelings run the gamut. People can feel sad. They may have anger that they don't feel good. They may have grief that they don't have the same opportunities in future that they once dreamed of. There can be guilt that my loved one's in a bed and I'm able-bodied yet. There can be gratitude about, oh my gosh, thank heavens I have caregivers. There can be disgust, oh, I didn't think I'd have to be doing this. There can be loneliness. Many families who need caregiving feel like they're alone, But in truth, this happens in all families, and so it's important not to feel too much loneliness. Caregiving can also bring forth a lot of hope, but we have to be ready for some fear as well. So when it comes a time that we need help, let's look at what can be involved in building a strong caregiving team. There's a lot of talk about teamwork these days, and it's really important in care. So let's look at what might help. The first part about building a strong care team is that you have to be willing to ask for help. And sometimes that's the hardest part that there is. But what's important is that there are people and there are resources and there are organizations that want to help you. So asking for help is a great first start. When you understand that it's time to get some help, it's important to be specific. If you tell your friend to come over and help me, they don't know what you need. They don't know what you would benefit from. So think about what a friend could help with or what a caregiver could help with. It may be important to have them help with cooking or with shopping. Be specific. Could you please mop the floor? I'm too tired to do that today. It may be that you need some help getting children to and from, being the taxi person as often happens. So be very specific. They're waiting for you to tell them what you need, and they are really more than willing to help as long as they know what you need. Be specific. The other thing about needing care or providing care is that we still have a responsibility to take good care of ourselves. And even if you have a chronic health condition, you can be doing things that support wellness instead of doing things and thinking things that promote illness. So I believe there's always a way to find wellness even during chronic disease. We need to take good care of ourselves. There needs to be rest and relaxation and participating in activities that we can participate in. And even with chronic illness, it's important to stay connected. Be with family, be with friends. Don't forget that the community loves you, and let them be part of your self-care. So the important thing about caregiving is, even though it's hard work, this is an area in the human experience where love can really grow, where families can reconnect with how important they are to one another, where they can understand that your son or daughter doesn't feel a burden to help you. They feel honored to help care for you. And there's a lot that comes up that just really love can grow, and it makes my work in this area very, very fulfilling. So remember that there is enough love for everyone in the family, and that everyone can help. Even children can have a role in helping a family member with chronic illness. So as caregiving roles go on, as caregiving is needed, it's important to look for the silver lining. That's what I have to share with you today. I want to thank you for your time and interest in compassion and caring. Thank you.